with doing a handstand, once you have proper position of the arm, the next idea is at what angle should that hand be placed? If I'm doing a handstand, one of the things that I found is the bone structure of the arm dictates whether or not the hand should be placed, which is often said, middle fingers parallel, or whether or not the hand should rotate out. If you have an individual that's very flexible, it's very easy to put their hands in any position. But if they're very tight, you start finding that we favor a position where the hands are turning out. It's easier on the shoulders. And usually these people are not trying to do handstand in the middle of the floor, they're just doing it on the wall. So strength in the hand is a little less of a question. But placement of the hand very strongly determines what happens in the bone structure at the wrist, at the elbow, at the shoulder, and at the neck. So when the hand turns out slightly, it turns out there's a little bit more freedom of motion in the shoulder, a little less stress on the neck when you go up into a handstand. The other point about doing a handstand, if I'm kicking into a handstand on the wall, which is usually not the best for beginners, but if you're kicking into a handstand on the wall and your hands are some distance away from the wall, then as you kick up onto the wall, you can just fall onto the wall. The closer your fingers get to the wall, what begins to happen is now you have to work on timing and precision alignment of all the bones, otherwise you can't get up. So to cultivate proper alignment, instead of saying everything the student needs to do, if we just put their fingertips on a wall and ask them to go up into a handstand, then they have to precisely turn on the muscles. So they start to strengthen very specific muscles in order to do the handstand. That's the basic ideas.